Welcome to my channel. In this video, let's talk about linear inequality involving one variable. Isolve natin tong inequality na ito. 3x plus 7 less than 16. Okay, hindi ito equation kasi kita natin sa symbol, meron tayong inequality symbol. Ang mga inequality symbols ay, just in case lang, less than, okay, ito ay less than, tapos ito, greater than. And then, possible din na i-combine natin itong mga ito sa equal symbol. Halimbawa, yan. Ayan ay less than, kasi less than or equal. Kasi yung kalahati ng equal, di ba, ganyan. Kinuha natin yung kalahati, inilagay natin dito. Okay? So, ito ay less than or equal. Tapos, meron din tayong, of course, sa greater than or equal. Greater than or equal. Okay, so ayan lang yung ating mga inequality symbols. So, meron tayo dito ay less than. And para ma-solve to, kamukha lang din siya ng pag-solve ng equations. Okay? Ang difference lang sa kanya, later on i-explain ko, is kapag magdi-divide ka na both sides by negative. Okay, but for now, huwag nyo munang isipin yon. I-solve muna natin to. Okay, ang una natin gagawin, itong 7, tatranspose natin sa kabila. Okay, tapos magiging negative. Hindi ba? Ginagawa rin natin yun sa equations. So, gawin natin. Therefore, we have 3x is less than 16 tapos minus 7. Okay, tapos 3x is less than 16 minus 7 is equal to 9. Okay? And we have to solve for x. So, anong gagawin natin? Magdi-divide tayo both sides. Divide natin to by 3. Divide din natin to by 3. Tapos, maiiwan yung ating x. So, x is less than 9 divided by 3 is 3. So, ayan yung ating sagot. Okay, x less than 3. Okay, ngayon, ang pag-solve nito is one thing. Again, solving inequality is one thing, but interpreting or understanding the solution is another. X less than 3, ibig sabihin yan, marami kayong solution. Infinite. Basta ang sabi, yung x daw, mas mababa sa 3. Eh marami yun eh. 2, 1, 0, negative 1, negative 2, hindi yun matatapos. Okay. Ang tanong, paano natin i-graph yan? Okay? Ganito. Okay, assume natin na, by the way, etong 3 na yan, ang tawag dyan ay boundary point. Okay? Bakit boundary point? I-explain ko. So, first, i-draw natin yung boundary point. So, hollow circle yan. Okay? And then, ang sabi kasi, less than 3. Alam natin na ang less than, mga papuntang kaliwa. Pag greater than, papunta ka ng kanan. Okay? So, less than 3 or all values of x less than 3, ito yon. Yan. And then, yung the rest, yung sa kabilang side, ito yung number line natin. Okay? Yung red, ayan yung solution. Okay? Dapat kasi i-drawing ko muna yung number line, kaya lang, mahirap i-drawing kasi naghahalo yung tinta ng mga markers. So, ito yung okay. So, ito yung boundary point na 3. Tapos, ito ay 4. Ito ay 5. 6. So on. And then, dito naman, pababa. So, 2, 1, 0. Tapos, sa inyo na yan kung tutuloy nyo pa. Negative 1, negative 2. And may arrow naman tayo rito. Kaya hindi na kailangan pakaramihan pa. So, ibig sabihin ng arrow na yan, extended yan. And ito na yung solution. Ito na yung graph ng x is less than 3. Malinaw? Ngayon, ang tanong, itong point na to, point yan ha, kaya lang butas siya. Bakit siya butas? kasi itong boundary point, hindi siya included sa solution. Bakit? Kasi ang sabi, x less than 3. So magsisimula ka talaga dyan kay 2. Kasi 2 is less than 3. So pababa ka dyan. Okay? Hindi kasama si 3. Ngayon, kung sakaling ganito ang naging solution mo, x less than or equal to 3, ayan. Pag may equal ka na, ngayon, meron ka ng solid boundary line. Ganyan na mangyayari doon. Okay? Pero dahil wala, butas yan. So, i-elaborate pa natin. Let's say this time meron tayong negative 2x plus 1 is, let's say, greater than or equal to 21. Okay, basahin ulit natin. Negative 2x plus 1 is greater than or equal, to 21. So, isolve natin. Again, kagaya lang siya ng pag-solve ng equations. Kailangan isolated yung one variable sa one side of the inequality. Okay? So, una, transpose natin itong positive 1 sa kabila, magiging negative yan. So, we have negative 2x is greater than or equal to 21 minus 1. Okay? And then we have negative 2x is greater than or equal to 21 minus 1 is 20. Now, to solve for x, alam nyo na yung gagawin. Divide both sides by the coefficient negative 2 right here. So, divide by negative 2, divide by negative 2. Of course, yung x dyan, magiging isolated na yan. So, we have x here. And then, ito ang isa pang importanteng kailangan yung tatandaan. Pag tayo ay magdi-divide by negative on both sides, unlike sa equation, it doesn't matter. Divide both sides, multiply both sides, wala namang difference. Pero dito sa inequality, pag magdi-divide ka ng negative value on both sides, i-flip mo tong inequality symbol. So, greater than or equal, magiging less than or equal yan. Maliwanag? So, 20 divided by negative 2 is negative 10. Ngayon, ayan ang solution natin. X is less than or equal to negative 10. Okay, next, i-graph ulit natin. So, ang boundary point natin ay negative 10. Okay, at kita naman natin na meron tayong equal. Ibig sabihin yan, yung boundary point natin, hindi butas. Solid yan. So, halimbawa, ito yung boundary point. Yan. Solid yan. Tapos, ang sabi, ang solution ay lahat ng values or x values that's less than or equal. So, ibig sabihin, ito, included yan, kasi may equal eh. Or less than. So, papuntang kaliwa. Yan. And then yung the rest, ayun yung number line lang natin. Okay? So, halimbawa, ito ay negative 10. Ito ay negative 5. Tapos, ito ay 0. Tapos, 5, 10, 15. Dito naman, negative 15. Negative 20. Tapos, dito ay negative 25 and so on. And ayan na yung solution or yung graph ng ating solution. So, x is less than or equal to negative 10. Okay? Try pa tayo ng isa. What if ganito ang ating inequality? Negative 7 times 2x plus 1 is less than 1. Again, ganun pa rin naman yan. So, itong negative 7, distribute natin sa ating binomial. Negative 7 times 2x, i-multiply natin yung coefficients. So, negative 7 times 2, negative 14 yan. So, negative 14x plus negative 7 times 1. So, that's negative 7. So, dapat minus na yan. Okay? So, minus 7 is less than 1. Tapos solve natin si x. So itong negative 7, transpose sa kabila. Gagawin nating positive. So negative 14x is less than 1 plus 7. Okay? Tapos negative 14x is less than 1 plus 7 is 8. And para ma-solve si x, divide tayo both sides. Divide this by negative 14. Divide this by negative 14. Therefore, ang ating solution is x. Again, nagdi-divide tayo ng negative numbers on both sides. So, if i-flip natin tong less than, magiging greater than yan. Greater than. Tapos ito, 8 divided by negative 14. Ang simplest form niyan ay negative 4 over 7. Okay? Baka magtanong kayo, paano naging 4 over 7? Simplest form lang yan. Divide natin to by 2. Divide natin to by 2. Okay? So, ito na yung ating solution. Okay? Ngayon, paano i-graph yan? So, graph natin. Ito yung ating boundary point, negative 4 over 7. And ang ating boundary point ay hollow kasi wala namang equal. Okay? Tapos, all values of x that's greater than this boundary point. Negative 4 over 7 yan eh. So, papuntang kanan, greater than. And then yung the rest, ayun lang yung number line natin. So, ito ay negative 4 over 7. Tapos, assuming this is negative 3 over 7. This is negative 2 over 7. Negative 1 over 7. Tapos dito naman, negative 5 over 7 and so on. And ayan na yung ating graph ng solution na x greater than negative 4 over 7. Ngayon, may isa pa akong gustong i-discuss na medyo mabilisan lang. Kasi itong ating mga solutions na to, yan, saka to, naka-express siya in inequality notation. Okay? Again, sulat ko. Sila ay nakasulat in inequality notation. Meron pa kasing ibang ways na pag-express ng ating mga solution. Isa na doon ay yung interval notation. Halimbawa ito, x is greater than or equal to negative 10. Ito yung kanyang solution, di ba? Ngayon, paano pag tinanong kayo, paano nyo isulat to in interval notation? Okay, ganito. Madali lang yan. So, sa interval notation, meron tayong either parentheses or brackets. Okay? So, makikita natin galing tayo sa negative infinity. Kasi di ba sabi ko nga hindi yan titigil. Dire-diretso yan eh, papuntang kaliwa. So, from negative infinity up to, yung kama nun, ibig sabihin yan, up to. Ito yung sa kabilang boundary, itong negative 10. So, negative 10. Tapos, ang ilalagay natin dito, hindi parenthesis ha, hindi ganyan. Kasi included yung solution eh. Included yan. So, ibig sabihin, bracket. So, ayan yung ating solution in interval notation. Box natin. Dito sa problem na to. Okay? Ngayon, baka may tanong kayo. Sa negative infinity, bakit tayo gumamit ng parenthesis? Well, hindi mo naman may include si infinity. Kasi hindi nga siya natatapos. Okay? Tapos, ito naman, punta naman tayo rito. Para masulat natin itong solution na to in interval notation, analyze natin. Ang ating boundary point, ito, negative 4 over 7. Tapos, greater than. So, hindi siya included. Ibig sabihin yan, ito siya yung nasa pinaka-left side na yung sa interval notation. Okay? Again, yung interval notation, ang ano niyan, ang direction niyan, pag ganun yan ha, papuntang kanan. From left to right. Okay? So, kanina, nanggaling tayo negative infinity, papuntang negative 10. Ngayon, galing tayo dito negative 4 over 7, papuntang positive infinity. So, eto, negative 4 over 7, parenthesis yan. Hindi yan bracket kasi hindi naman siya solid line. Unlike negative 10, nag-bracket tayo kasi included yung negative 10 sa solution. Dito hindi. So negative 4 over 7 up to positive infinity. And parenthesis again. Tandaan nyo sa infinity, positive o negative infinity man, hindi kayo magkakaroon ng bracket. Palaging parenthesis lang yan.